So tell me what happened on Saturday with the flood.
On Saturday, I was called in by my neighbor, and when I came here, I actually noticed it was a huge flood, water coming down the ceilings, busting through the ceiling actually. So we ran and moved the. First thing we did was unplug the wires over here, the electrical wires, and we pulled it down. There was a young lady who came here and knocked on the door several times. I was in here at the time, but she said that there's a flood coming upstairs and it's ruining an apartment. Okay, so when she said that, my neighbor called me over here. So when I came over here, it was a flood here. We put plastic over the place. We moved these furnitures, and I mean, it was beaming. It was coming down real strong. As you can see right here, it was beaming. It was coming down real strong. Came all through here. Water was leaking all through here. So if I didn't move this thing here, it would have ruined her television. You understand? And it even burst over here. I had to move these chairs. It was just chaotic. It was chaotic. I had to remove everything out of here. It was just chaotic. I mean, it was crazy, you know. I don't know, man. It shouldn't be this way. They took too long to respond. They called the fireman. They was trying to get in touch with the super. The super wouldn't answer his phone. I mean, it was just crazy, you know.
How many times did you call the super?
Well, we actually called the super twice, okay? It wasn't from her phone, but it was from my phone. We called it twice. And the neighbors, the other people who had the same similar problem from upstairs, they actually called the super several times. You know, like 4L, 5L, 6L. A person wasn't there. That's where they broke the door. Was 6L. The damage was actually from 6K. Somehow the water line came. This is shift, and when it shifted, it started coming down everybody else's apartment. It started coming down on an L line apartment from 6K. I don't know. I cannot answer how that happened.
No, but just I want to know how much water was like on
this thing was about this big, man. No lie. It was about this big on the floor.
So this room was flooded.
It was flooded, actually. Yes. I had put the garbage bags on the floor. The garbage bags was on top. It was floating. They were floating. There was a lot of water on the floor.
So tell me, at this point, has Brooklyn Equities, have they contacted you about the flood?
Nobody contacted anybody in this building about the flood. Due to the fact it was a flood, they should have contacted and send somebody to look if they need any repairs, which people have called and left messages on the voicemail. Nobody got in touch with nobody over here.
How many times have you called? Or
as I told you, we called several times. You know, if you want me to pinpoint it, at least twice. Hoping a response. There was none.
So tell me, when you called, have you called? And what happens? Is there anyone pick up the phone? And I want to say this like on Monday today. Did anyone pick up the phone?
No one answers their phone.
No one answered the phone?
There's no answering. No, they don't answer phone over there.
When you call between the hours of 9 to 5, does Brooklyn Equities pick up their phone?
They do not answer their phones. They don't.
Thank you very much.